me, Michelle, from my San Diego life, and today is Sunday, and for me, Sunday has always meant family meals, preparing a big pot of spaghetti sauce, or making a meatloaf, or some sort of a big meal and sitting down with your family and enjoying your quality time with your friends and family. Today, we're gonna be making spaghetti sauce. And I grew up in Point Loma with mostly a Portuguese and Italian influence in our community. So I was lucky enough to pick up all of these wonderful recipes and lucky enough to have my ex-sister-in-law that was a busalaki who shared her family busalaki recipe with me for meat sauce. So shout out to you, Mary. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. It's my absolute favorite. It's always a go-to for Steve and I. It's wonderful in lasagna. And it's a hearty sauce. It has peas and hamburger and tomato sauce and onions. Don't knock the peas until you try them. Really good. And it goes well in lasagna and with a hearty noodle like a rigatoni. I know a lot of you are saying, Michelle, you're married to an Italian. What are you doing making your ex-sister-in-law's recipe? Why don't you cook Steve's mom's recipes? Well, Steve's mom is from Northern Italy. Completely different type of food. Northern Italians cook with more of a parsley and lamb, and when we have a pasta day and make Carla sauce, my mother-in-law, everything is in one big giant pot. It is sausages, it is lamb, it is beef, it is meatballs, it's mushrooms, it's everybody in the pan, and it simmers all day long, and it's absolutely wonderful. And then we take a cucuzza, which is a zucchini, and we fry it up in oil, and we have cucuzza on top of the spaghetti as well, and that's a wonderful, wonderful dish. But my preference, Sicilian. I'm a Sicilian girl at heart, so today, shout out to Sicily. We are making some rustic, homemade Italian busalaki meat sauce. So let's get to it. All right, so now that the meat is browned, we're adding in 2 cans of tomato paste. I like this Kirkland organic tomato paste because it's sweet, it's not too acidic, it's got a good flavor. So we add 2 cans of that, and then 5 of the cans of water. So take the tomato paste and just fill it up 5 times. And this is what we get in the pan. And then we're just going to incorporate all of this into this lovely mixture, okay? Okay, this is what it looks like once it's all incorporated. And then we are going to add 3 cans of tomato sauce. Again, I like the Kirkland brand from Costco. Organic tomato sauce, so 3 of these, all right? Okay, so all the sauce is incorporated, and now what we're gonna do is put the lid on, and we are going to bring this to a hard boil for about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna throw in a pinch of baking soda. I know that sounds weird, but the baking soda will remove the acidity from the tomatoes. A lot of people try to put sugar. Don't ever put sugar in your sauce, it just ruins it. It's not necessary. Baking soda, okay? Okay, our 5 minutes is up. And as you can see, here's our hard boil. So let's throw in that baking soda. Okay, here's the baking soda, and I want you to see what this does. Okay, this is kind of fun. Ready? See it foaming up? Just give it a minute, let it incorporate and let it do its thing. Okay, then we're reducing the heat to medium heat, and we're going to cook it for about 15 minutes partially covered. Okay? Next up is the basil, and I don't know how you feel about basil. My ex-sister-in-law, the Busilaki family, she did not like actual pieces of basil in her sauce. I personally love it. So she would throw the basil in whole and cook it and then remove it so that it had the nice flavor. But for me personally, I actually like to take the scissors and just cut it up into nice little ribbons and throw it into the sauce so that we get the most flavor out of it. The more basil, the better, in my opinion. Okay, next up, we're gonna be prepping our peas to add to the sauce. I know you're probably saying, peas, yuck, but remember, this is a rustic Italian, thick, wonderful spaghetti sauce, and yes, peas, and don't knock it till you try it. It's absolutely fantastic. So I have purchased a bag of the petite peas, and these have 16 ounces in the bag, and I'm going to do about a half of a bag. Okay, so I've got them in a bowl, and we're going to add a little bit of water and garlic powder, and then we're going to microwave them for 3 minutes. Okay, here's where we're at. Remember, we just added all that baking soda? See how it incorporated into the sauce and all of the bubbles and everything are gone? That's a good sign. It means you got rid of all the acidity. All right, now we're gonna add this beautiful basil to our pot. Okay, this is what the peas look like after 3 minutes in the microwave. And I have added some garlic powder like we discussed and salt and pepper, stirred them up, and there is water in there as well, I'm sorry, just a little bit. And then I'm now gonna put them back in the microwave for another 3 minutes, and then they'll be ready to add to the sauce. Okay, the yummy peas are done, and we're just gonna add them, water and all, straight into the sauce, into the pan. I wish you could smell this, it smells so good. Better yet, you're gonna make it, and you're gonna try it, and it's gonna taste good. We are at the point where the peas are in, everything's in. We are reducing the heat really low to a simmer. So I've got the flame down super low. And we are going to let this simmer for about an hour. Okay, it's been an hour. It's been simmering on the stovetop. Oh, I wish you could smell this, but look how nice and thick it got with all those beautiful peas and hamburger. Oh, now the hardest part, to decide what you're gonna do with it. Since it's a thick rustic sauce, I would actually serve it with a rigatoni so that it has something to bite into, a thicker noodle. I definitely would not do a regular spaghetti or something like that with this. Another favorite, my husband's favorite, lasagna. So I think we'll probably share some of this with our neighbor. I was talking to her, telling her I was gonna make some spaghetti sauce, and then probably make a lasagna later in the week. That'll be great to have as leftovers. But there you go, manja manja.